Hello and welcome everyone, this is the VGPS. I'll be coming at you with Cabal Vision Champions Cup 17 playoffs, and we are underway with the first round, and we are going to have loads of action. I believe, as per the usual, we'll be covering 4 of the first round games, 4 of the second round games, and then of course all the rest of the round 3 into the finals. And so without further ado, let's go ahead and get this started. And we're going to start with the Kislev Circus taking on the High Elf team of Elyod. Oh boy. Every time I see Elyod, it's almost like, oh man, what happened with your High Elf team? But could he turn it around? We'll see though. I believe I did still chose the High Elf team as my check mark indicates, but I am definitely worried. Definitely. So now, let's see. I like this Kislev team, but I really feel like some more block and wrestle would definitely been a little bit more prudent to actually do well. But hey, you know, they're in the Champions Cup, and they could definitely prove me wrong. Training Tunes, Plazeboo, the Kislev Circus. Oh, look at this. He's going to have Helmut. And he will be facing off against Coach Elyod, the Bloody Elf Ire. Perhaps that's what it is. They'll have the Ire for the High Elf team that will bring them through and win this game. We'll see how that's going to work out though, as the coin toss is going to decide who will get the ball. And it appears here it is going to be the Bloody Elf Ire. They will choose to receive the ball. And I suppose why not, as we take a quick looky at both these teams' skills. And yes, Kislev team, not a lot of these guys with the wrestle or the block ability, as you can see, but will have Helmut, does have stand firm, and of course that chainsaw definitely going to be the thing today. But Plazeboo, being down in team value like Krasa, will also have the wizard in today's match. Not only that though, +1 in strength lineman with the mighty blow tackle and the piling on block, but here he will have 2 of these linemen also with the wrestle. Interestingly enough though, today only 1 catcher on this team. Probably the second one got killed or something like that, but unfortunately that will lower down the offensive opportunities for this Kislev team. Another lineman there. Perhaps this is what it is right here. This lineman, he ended up getting the +1 agility, and so he will have the favor of staying into the game and being a real threat. But only with +1 agility, no skills yet. Still need to develop him a little bit further if he's going to be any good for your Kislev Circus. Guard sidestep with that blodge here for the blitzer, and that will pretty much do it there. There's the 2 blitzers right here. Does have that nice inherent diving tackle with the jump up. So a pretty dangerous blitzer when you really think about it. A couple of loner linemen there for the Kislev Circus, and you will have an extra guy to come in. High Elf team though will be coming back multiple times. Again, Elyod bringing in the High Elf team loads of times and disappointed every single time. But again, he will have this Kislev Circus, and he does have the favor to win, so hopefully he'll be able to do so. +1 in strength, does have the guard tackle with this blitzer, and will have the other blitzer with the blodge step and also the mighty blow. So you gotta say, this High Elf team, you're looking pretty mean. Could actually go pretty deep in this tournament. Blodge with that +1 in moonland sign step and the sprint. So there's the 1 mover there on that catcher for the High Elf team. +1 in strength with that other catcher here. And it's already his turn, so I'm going to pause it yet again. But +1 in strength catcher right here. And then another catcher here with the guard and that blodge for that character. And of course the block lineman. +1 in strength thrower with that block with sure hands as well. And there, the main ball carrier, also going to have a lineman here extra for the High Elf team. We are definitely ready to rock, but boy, Plazeboo, he's got more than just a wizard. Also will sport a bribe to keep Helmut in there and do the maximum damage. Blowwise and Babe, just in case. And that will be it, boy. So Elyod has to be facing up against this Kislev Circus, and not going to be an extremely easy match, but it will be one that he will hopefully be able to take. As I've said multiple times, I'm rooting for this guy. High Elf team, though, definitely not going to be an easy team to play whatsoever. You only start off with 2 blitzers, and sure, you get a great thrower with safe throw, but I mean, if you need safe throw, then you aren't probably doing quite well in your coaching anywho. But nonetheless, I guess it's nice to have the safe throw just in case you really do need it by the end. And they're going to be opening up with the blitz, trying to get down that lineman with the +1 agility. A very dangerous piece, so why not try to take him out early? But unfortunately, the mighty blow, the blitzer couldn't get him down. Just going to get a push here. And we'll begin working on the front line of scrimmage. And unfortunately, going to get a little bit nuffled there. And going to have to use one of the precious rerolls here for the High Elf team. Going to have 2 left for the rest of the period. But being that the High Elf team probably shouldn't need to use too much of it, but we'll see though. Kislev, one of the most dangerous things about them is their ball hawking abilities. You just rest for a half a second and suddenly they're jumping right in there, they're leaping in there, they're taking away the tackle zones, they're taking away the assists, and then suddenly they end up with a 1-dive blitz going into your cage and you lose the ball. How frustrating is that? I suppose the only consolation you can have about it is that once the Kislevs do that and they fail spectacularly, then you'll be right there just in time to be getting those hits in, hitting them down and injuring them one by one, and making sure that they will not be able to play yet another Blood Bowl match ever again. There's the nice blitz here. Kislevs, their mighty blow piling on, is also going to whiff here as well. Just going to get a push there on to the front line, and just going to retreat back into the shadows as he's going to stay right behind there. Perhaps maybe blitzing in with the helmet would have been a little bit better there. Make use of him. Get that chainsaw in, -2 in armor value, and maybe taking down some of those high elves. But definitely, if you have the piling on mighty blow blitzer, I suppose why not use him? And then maybe a little bit later on, helmet will have his opportunities opening up in the later bits. Does have the bribe in hand, so could see him into the second half if he can get that turnover perhaps and get that touchdown by the end of the 8th period or something like that. But more than likely it's just going to be a first period start here for the chainsaw wielding helmet, and that'll be it for now. Of course, here right now it's going to be a bit of a shadow boxing, not much happening here in the first few rounds. So with that, we'll be consulting here. First place will be getting the 500 euros as promised from Focus Home Entertainment. 250 for the second place, and then third and fourth will get 100 euros a piece. That's the nice thing about Blood Bowl here. If you have a good enough skill, you can definitely find yourself in position every single Champions Cup and hopefully be able to have a chance to get the big money prizes. But of course, Nuffle is going to be pretty much the only thing standing in between you and those 500 euros, and probably a misstep or two by your own hands. But definitely, all things being equal, as we've definitely pointed out in the World Cup, it all comes down to a little bit of luck and a little bit of psychology. And with that, now the High Elves looking like they're going to still continue with the shadow boxing. Lightly get the splits here on this lineman. Kislev though going to show some fangs here. Going to get the blitzer back in the backfield. Just put a little pressure on the High Elf team though. Going to sidestep that a little bit and move on to the left side. And going to put himself in position to hopefully get the score in there pretty quickly. Let's see, the High Elves likely going to hold the ball until the end of the first half. Not going to go for this quickie touchdown whatsoever. And I mean, it's definitely going to be one thing to be playing the High Elf team, but another thing to always be making it with the High Elf team. So definitely nothing against Elyod or anything. I'm just saying, in history, he has been faltering in the early bits. I think with the another team, I forgot which race it was, but he did go to the quarterfinals, I believe, one time, and that was his best run, but not with the High Elves. So we'll see if he's going to be able to get something fairly deep going in the next bits. There, he's going to get the 2-die block here in the front line. Kislev still not going to play aggressive. Going to be waiting until the high elves get to the midfield and then lightly leap in there and try to pounce on the ball. Does have a wrestle lineman, and that's kind of the thing here, right? You get those wrestled linemen, and suddenly they're just viable. They are totally huge ball hawks by themselves, and with the very long legs, it is so easy to jump in there. Well, I wouldn't say so easy, but I mean, it is going to be one of those things where, okay, it's just a lineman with one skill. And there we go. This is what the helmet has been prophesized to do. He's not the one going to be making the blitzes. Oh, no. He's going to be the one that's going to be making the fouls. And he's still going to get that chainsaw massacre in there as well. And unfortunately, though, even though it's going to get the -3 to those dirty fouls of his, not going to be able to get the big injury as of yet. Yes, this is a Champions Cup playoff match right here, Fufule. Oh, by the way, accept your invite. Fufule is going to be stepping in for Eusebio. Didn't actually accept his invite forever. And so we're going to have to make a note there. I think that's not the first time Eusebio has actually qualified and not accepted the invite. So next time we're just going to plain not invite him, I suppose. But yeah, definitely accept that invite, Fufule. There's the nice big hit. And we'll get the KO. Nicely done by the mighty blow. Didn't need to pile it on, but I don't even know if he would have, given that he's going to be hanging himself so far out. High Elves does have an extra guy to come in, but not exactly the... I think not exactly too many guys that will do the fouls, except for this lineman right there. Oh, look at this. Helmet! Gonna have his way there. Finally... No, not finally. It's gonna be more -3s. We'll get the armor break. We'll get the injury roll, but more stuns there. So High Elf team living a bit of a charmed life there. The block lineman is gonna be staying onto the pitch. And with the way that the stunned personnel is, not going to be easy blitz on the chainsaw to try to just get him out with the injury straight on. So a little bit of bad news here for Alawe Rollalon. He's going to get fouled yet again by the chainsaw coming up. And what a great usage here from the Kislev Circus, knowing that, hey, look, you know, sure I could blitz with the chainsaw, but it's the fouls that's really the greatest thing about having this chainsaw-wielding maniac. And there he's going to be putting the guardsman here in the backfield, try to protect against any of those leaps. Suppose this is going to be a good formation anyways. But if anything, could try to get to the help here. Yes, one thing to do those... What he did was put those guard linemen here so that if he fails any of these GFIs and maybe even get nuffled, then at least the ball carrier will be safe-ish with the guard personnel backing him up, making it to where it's going to be guaranteeing a 2 red die blitz if the Kislev Circus is going to be feeling a bit dicey. So pretty good stuff here. Elyod again, not a slouch of a coach. But we'll see how far he can get with the High Elf team. Let's see, have we seen the High Elf team even win the Grand Finals yet? I don't even think so yet. I don't even believe that any High Elves have made it this far, so perhaps Elyod might be able to do it. But we'll have to get past this dangerous Kislev. Does have wizards in hand, so yeah, that's going to be yet another thing that the Kislevs could do right here. Perhaps get the fireball on. That could have been a thing here. And maybe get to that ball. But it looks like though Kislev's going to just be hanging back. And it's going to wait yet another turn. There's going to be another foul. It's going to be on a better target this time. The blitzer with the blodge step. And the mighty blow. Yes, he will get the armor break. Yes, and will get the nice KO on the High Elf player. And that is a nice one. The bribe. Yes, it's going to accept the bribe here and keep Helmut for the last 3 rounds of this first half. He's definitely going to get ejected by the end because he is a secret weapon, but for the next 3 rounds, High Elves are still going to have to contend with this chainsaw-wielding maniac. Kislev should be able to get down, get another High Elves if anything, but we'll see. All the High Elves has a chance to run away now and hopefully be able to get through. Look at this. Left side is going to be opened up. Nice big screen coming up for this High Elf team. And likely the Kislevs are probably going to try something fairly soon, and that's kind of why the High Elves are just going to be playing it, putting the guards right next to his ball carrier for its time being until perhaps if the Kislevs jump in there, he'll be ready. Kind of showing some experience right here. Elyod there! The fireball coming out! And, ooh, not going to be getting much out of it. And a bunch of resist coming out from the High Elves. Oh, man. Kislevs can't believe their eyes. High Elves are loving it. So far, the weapons haven't really been working out. Sure, the helmet's gotten a KO, but, man, that could have been achieved by a loner, to be honest, but now this High Elf team has avoided disaster and just needs to score it by the end. Just a couple of more turns left to play, but they're gonna actually still get the 1-die blitz out and will be able to take down the big ball carrier. Don't forget Kislevs, he too has a +1 in strength, so is able to get to that ball carrier with the 1-die blitz. And not only that, look at this, even better, the blitzer, the Kislev Circus. Oh no, Elyod, he's in trouble. High Elf team, how are they going to recover from this? This is what makes the difference between mice and men. Kislevs has the ball. High Elves and aren't in any great position here to do anything about this. Here's the foul coming up, reducing the High Elf help. If anything, if it's just a stun, it might as well be a KO. But look at this, not going to be able to get much out of it, but still the 2-die block is going to be coming out. He still has a +1 lineman standing right next to him, and it will get 2-die block, but oh, unfortunately, it's going to bounce right back into the hands of the lineman who'd made the block. Oh gosh, 2 more turns left to play. He won't even be able to get himself in safety. Oh man, but the big injury coming out finally, and we'll be able to take down the lineman with wrestle. Apo is going to come out straight away and going to save the wrestle lineman. So far so good, I suppose, why not? But this will give a chance here. Kislev team, chance at the ball, chance at perhaps turning this around still. High Elves really need to get in position here to actually make this throw coming up, but perhaps safety would be better. Don't want to let the Kislev Circus have their chance of getting the ball and making this touchdown by the end, so I can't blame him here. Trying for the 3+2+, trying to get away from danger, but unfortunately gonna get a little bit 1-9 there on that dodge away and won't be able to get a touchdown try by the end of the first half. Kislev Circus has done enough by the end and has prevented this touchdown. Good stuff here. Plazeboo. Oh boy, I might be regretting my pick now, as the Kislev Circus looked pretty good during this defensive series. Look at this! He's gonna get the defender down. Defender stumbles on the 2 red die blocks, so the ball will fly out. Let's see how it's gonna go. Hopefully he doesn't catch it, because that would be quite bad. Oh, he's gonna try for the catch there, and it's gonna land right back into the hands here. Hopefully he doesn't catch it, and he does it. The ball is gonna land right in a good enough spot, I suppose. At least the Kislev Circus does have a shot now at turning this around. He's got 2 turns. This is turn 7 for the Kislev Circus, so he could possibly get to that ball. There's nice blitz here. It's going to push away that man here and maybe get to that ball. He's going to probably just leave it on the ground for this time being. Not going to be stretching out too much. Chainsaw, oh man, ever since he's been rescued by the bribe, hasn't done much ever since, but Daddy Longlegs jump in there with the leave the pickup against the +2 tackle zones, and he's going to be able to get it off of there. That's a 5+ pickup. Oh man, look at that. That was a 4+ pickup. Oh, that's the catcher with the +1 in with the 4 agility. So here we go. The blitz. This is his last gasp. Cannot allow this catcher to squirm away. Just going to be a push right there. And is it enough to get him out of range? Not really, but he's going to be getting 2-die blocked yet again into the arms of yet another 2-die block. Elyod still has a reroll left, so if anything goes bad for him, then at least he still has one more shot at it. Make that 2. Make that 2 after the reroll. So 2 more 2-die blocks coming out. And, oh no, actually it's going to be a 3-die now. And so here we go, defender down die. And that's going to be good enough. And with that, the hopes of getting this touchdown is going to be swirling down the drain. Oh boy, at least the high up team won't get scored on at this half. But Kislev Circus has done enough to stifle this touchdown by the end. And will be able to get one more foul off from Helmut, I believe, by the end of the 8th round. So that's the thing here that this Kislev Circus is going to do. Try to get a 2-die blitz on, and then after that, put him outside so that his Gabo has a chance here for the big hit. Helmut. And this is a good target right here. There's a 2-die, and there we go. Push him onto the outside, and there we go. Get a whole bunch of assists here on this foul coming up. And it's going to be on with the chainsaw. Oh, look at that, though. He's going to be getting KO'd, so might as well. Oh, look at that. He actually is going to use the piling on the KO, and who cares if it gets reverted back because he's still going to do the foul there. Oh, man. That is great. Possibly take down the tackle lineman in the backfield, and he's going to get injured. So I suppose, yep, this is going to be the foul coming out on that man right there. And Apple's actually going to come out, but Elyod's, watch out here. Here comes the foul on the catcher with the +1 in strength. Don't want to lose this guy though. Oh boy! Oh, the chainsaw not going deep enough here, and Helmut hasn't really done much. A couple of KOs though, but nonetheless, I'll take that one. And even so, even more so, the Wizard, the Fireball, big whiffa. Kislev threw everything in the book at Elyod, and Elyod survives, but only to be stifled on his own touchdown possession. So I suppose good enough. Kislev Circus does have the slight advantage now. Could win this ball game by holding the ball all the way up to the end and taking the dubs 1-0. Perhaps will it be the prophecy that's coming true here? Will it be Kislev's or will it be High Elves? That's gotta be the question here weighing in. High Elves. Keep that catcher way out there. Ah! Thank you so much for that host, Andy Davo. A gentleman and a scholar. I don't care what anyone says about you. Thank you so much for that host, my friend. 100 viewers. Beautiful. Thank you so much. I'm definitely humbled by your generosity. And, oh, thank you for following. Flick Soda 92, thank you so much. Satterfield, nice to see you. It is the Batman. Andy the Singers tonight. So we're going to see some Champions Cup action right here. First game of the season that I'm covering is going to be Elyod's High Up team. It's going to have Plazeboo. And of course, we are going to be having some more Champions Cup after this. So don't you guys go too far away if you are staying up late with the VGP. But once again, thank you, Andy. If there is going to be a commercial in the way of you hearing my thanks, so thank you for that host. Doing well, Satterfield. Doing quite well. I'm actually a little bit tired. The heat's been kind of getting to me lately, but I suppose it is the start of the fall pretty soon, so I'll be alright. High Elves. Not going to be wasting any time here. Perfect defense. And it's going to keep there. I'm no good at this. Thank you for that follow. Hey, look, eventually you will be good at this, right? Blood Ball. But perfect defense. High Elves. They're going to put all of his High Elves there on the line of scrimmage. And maybe actually pounce on that ball if he flubs this pickup coming up. So catcher, don't get 1-36 here because High Elves are in position to try to take advantage. And look at this. And the reroll going to be coming out pretty quickly here. Really wanted to get that blitz away so that the High Elves will get taken down one by one from this Kislev. He does have a guard right here, so that's a 2-die block with another 2-die block here. And likely we'll be able to get down the High Elves line of scrimmage, but boy, using that reroll early, who's actually going to fail that first pickup, but no problem. He's going to get it on that reroll with the 4, so whew, going to wipe his brow right there and going to be okay. Yes, indeed. You don't see any dead elves. Well, there is an injured elf, but he got appoed, so he's gonna be playing in this match right now, so no problem. Futian's game and Syphilis, pretty interesting and full of suspense. Okay, Fufile, I'll take it from you. Well, I was gonna cover Futian's match anyways because the new Champions Cup ladder admin has to be covered, right? Well, yes indeed. Kislev Circus will be able to recover the ball and will be able to get that chance for the win. Kislev Circus did manage to stifle the High Elf possession half and make it to where they couldn't score it. So they have a good chance at winning this ball game if he's able to continue to hold this ball until the end and get the score and win it 1-0. And prove that I am just no good at picking winners here, because I did pick the High Elf team to win because I didn't like how this Kislev Circus, not enough block, not enough wrestle for his linemen. Just like, I think 4 guys with it, 5 guys, and so I just don't like it. But we'll see here, High Elves. They definitely aren't mucking about, Johanian. And the 1-die block coming out, it's going to get the skull. That's going to be yet another reroll. But he did already use that wizard helmet. It is going to be taken out because of secret weapon. So first half, everything in the book Kislev had was thrown at the High Elf team and was good enough to stifle the High Elf team. But will they be able to turn it around for this touchdown? That's the good question here. Catcher, make the dodge away. Yes, he won't be denied there. No 1 in 36s here on the dodgeaways. Actually, no, it's not a 136. No, it was a 136 because he got dodged. So no tackle there, and he will be able to just scamper away into the backfield of the High Elf team. High Elves very much posting a very aggressive defensive stance here, knowing that he had to get to the ball. But with that, the Kislevs, they're never really out of position, are they? They are able to dodge away with the catcher for agility. Does have dodge, able to get a nice little screen up, but now after that, have another lineman in the backfield, and then after that, get him into the forefront and put a nice little screen up. So High Elves going to be trying to get there, but the push here on the block, that isn't good enough here. Try to get that blitz away. And there, the blitz will come over the top. And we'll try to push him down, but unfortunately, yet another push here from the High Elves. Gonna have to dodge away. Luckily, dodge is good. Kislevs. Will they be stopped here? I don't know. The 4 agility catcher. Will he just leap away and just dodge away for this touchdown? I mean, this is gonna be a coaching decision. Also, thank you for that follow. But this is going to be one of those things where it's a coaching decision. Will he just leap away and then try for the 2 GFIs for the touchdown? Right now, though, the Kislev formation really suggests that he's going to do so. I don't really see that the Kislev team has any real safe, quote-unquote, safe spot to go. So Lightly going to leap away, then dodge away. Well, looks like he's just going to leap away. And do the 2 GFIs for this touchdown. Or maybe not. Okay, looks like he's going to go for the daddy long legs jump away, the dodge away. Yes, he won't get 1 of 9 there, and he will be able to put yet another screen up, and likely the catcher will be able to hold it yet one more turn. One more turn. Joanny, you don't like this? You don't like the stall, do you? Yeah, I think the High Elves will be able to get back here and recover and maybe take away that ball. Or even so, he's going to be able to get that touchdown. And then afterwards, we'll be able to have his own turns to get it. The Truck, thank you so much for that follow. Shout out here. But yes, the stall right there. He could be giving the High Elves. I mean, the High Elves could score it pretty quickly. So regardless, I think it's one of those things where Kislev is just maybe hoping that he can hold it until the end, optimistically. But I think the Elves should be able to catch up. Should be able to dodge away from all of these guys here in the midfield. And after that, chase down that ball carrier, force that touchdown by, at the very least, the 13th round. If not the 14th round, he'll have 3 more rounds himself to get that touchdown. Niggling injury there. And unfortunately, going to be the first of the injuries for the Kislevs. Already using the Apo here. Just have the Bloodwiser babe. 2 rerolls left in the bank. Looks like the dodge in there. Oh, it's going to be trying the 4+ dodge in there to try to get to that ball carrier and get the blitz off. But unfortunately, going to be stifled. I like that, actually. And hopefully the catcher doesn't get too badly injured or anything like that, because now he's going to be in position to actually do something about this ball carrier. A bit risky there by the High Elf team. All you really need to do is just get in and just pressure that ball carrier, force that touchdown. Likely you could have held it for 1 more turn, maybe, but at least I think right now done enough to force this touchdown by the end of the 12th round, and not necessarily 13th, but that's really just because this High Elf catcher didn't get injured on the way down to the pitch. Kislevs will be able to get this touchdown. 1-0 is Plazeboo. Yes. Will be able to get the score. 1-0. Elyod does have a chance now, turn it back around. 5 turns, plenty of time for any Elf team to score it. Why not? Oh boy. Yes, indeed. High Elf team looking to possibly push this one into overtime and then make it to where he'll have a good shot at winning the game. If anything, does have another guy to come in. So Kislevs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It is 11 on 10 Blood Bowl at the moment. So High Elves with the ball back, with the offense, likely to be able to push the ball down pretty quickly. And good little kickoff event will guarantee at least a try at the ball. And he's going to be able to catch it on the fly. And that's pretty nice. Oh, going to start off with skulls there, just like he did in the first half. And oh boy, going to be reducing the rerolls down to 2. And that's no good. You do bring the rerolls into the overtime period from the second half. And that's never really a good thing to be using it on such silly little things like that. But of course, you can't get Nuffle too early. The ball does need to move out, and so good reroll there. And trying to move down the pitch and get the score by the end. High Elves. Will they be able to make it through? Elyod again. It's been the first round curse for him with this High Elf team. It's just every time he's bringing it in there, it's just like, okay, grand opening, grand closing. I think I've only seen his High Elf team make it past the first round. I think 1 or 2 times. I'm not even sure. I know for sure once he's made it through, but I don't know about twice. And as I said before, Elyod has done better with another race. Pretty solid coach from what I've seen, though. Nothing against his skill or anything like that. Just saying, High Elves has been has been the bane, has been the kryptonite for this coach. No way, Elyod. Has it been? No way. I take it back then, Elyod. Perhaps it is just this High Elf team in general that just is the bane in this first bracket series. Oh, is it Coldy? Oh, that's probably it, huh? That's probably it. I think it's Coldy that's always the one that brings in the High Elf team and always loses in the first bracket series. Well, you know what? My mistake. I'll live up to it. Now the High Elf team actually has to hold it for a couple of rounds here by the end until he actually does the aggressive push for the touchdown. So it's kind of why you see this High Elf team taking it a little bit easy here going into the 14th, 15th round. Before he makes any real moves, doesn't want to give his hand away too soon, make the Kislev team just wonder where he's going to go and get a few punches in. Why not? There you go. Get the hit in. Juhanian saying it's a little bit of a bloodless game at this point. A couple of injuries here and there, but a little bit to be expected, right? I mean, it's not too many guys on either side having the mighty blow, so kind of one of those things where Armor 8 holding up pretty good here on both sides. Armor 7 there for that catcher, but Armor 8 holding up pretty good for both sides, and I think the normal amount of injuries, I'd say. I mean, sure, the Apple has come out and has worked out quite well for both teams, but Kislev is suffering just one more than the High Elf team. Kislev's, they're always a danger. They can definitely get to the ball, and here we go. There's the leap in there. Will there be yet another leap in? Likely from the +1 in strength. We've seen it before. We're going to see it again. Here's the leap in there. Oh, he's going to fail it, so here comes the re-roll. Will he be able to get this? Oh, yes, he's going to stick the landing. And after that, get the big one-die blitz on the defender down yet again. And the death injury. There you go, Juhanian. You talk about blood. Can't get any more bloody than this. The catcher going to go down. And it's actually going to be the big one-turn touchdown man of the catcher. +1 of move allowance with sprint. That is a huge loss right there. Not only that, the ball is going to be on the ground. 2 more turns, well actually 3 more turns left to play for this High Elf team. Will they be stopped once again? Kislev's doing what they do the best. They wait until you get into the midfield and then they pounce. And Plazeboo showing that he knows how to maneuver with his Kislevs. Sure, he doesn't have too much wrestle. Sure, he doesn't have too much block for his kind gentleman. And when I say kind, that's a loose kind. But definitely going to be one to be watched. He's going to pick it up against the tackle zone. Here on the 3+ with the blitz. Why not? Get the defender down, die. You're going to be able to clear it. 3 more turns left to play. Make that 2. Here by the end. Going to give the assist here on this left side. Doesn't need it though because he's got 2 strength on the catcher. 2-die block. Defender down. Oh, what great dice by the end here. Luckily for Elyod. Going to be pounding it through and likely going to get into the overtime period here. Oh, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. This is going to be a very close match. Look at this here. Kislev team. Will they be able to stop this once again? Kislev's, they're not done yet. Nice 2-die block here. More +1 in strength here. Going down High Elves. He's going to get down yet another one here. Kislev's KOing one more time. The blitz not going to come out as of yet. Going to just do the blitz away here and try to get back here and stifle this touchdown. But looks like though the blitz, he wanted to blitz through and then walk over here and get perhaps a screen over the top. But unfortunately, the blitz not working out. Kislev's going to have to do something. High Elf's going to have a little bit of an easier time now. Oh boy, yeah, yes indeed. He will not be able to get the 1-die block with the skull on the right side. Now the High Elf team, couple of turns left to play. Should be able to hold it yet one more turn. Should be able to get a 2-die block here. Certainly get the 2-die blitz. Get the man up here. Get a nice little screen away and should be able to get this touchdown by the end, if I'm not mistaken. Here's the blitz. I really like the blitz over the top instead because then he will be able to help join his allies here to help support this. But I guess maybe walked a little bit too far, so not enough movement allowance anywho. But here's the 2-die block coming out, both down, and of course the wrestle has to be used, forced, and will be able to make it on through. Nyman, he doesn't have jump up. Catcher, he doesn't have jump up, but he is in range though. And when there is a will, there is a way there. It's gonna be getting him down. Diving tackle blitzer for the Kislev team. So annoying. And gonna be able to stop the dodge away try on that 3. And now the Kislevs has a chance here to actually stifle this touchdown coming up. Lineman just going to move in there. Catcher. Yes, he's going to move in just in time. And I think he's going to have to do it with this lineman there on this backside for the at least the one dive. No, that's the 2 red dive blitz coming up, I think. Yeah, I think could be coming out here for the straight 2+1 is straight. Now he's going to just try to at least make it to where the pressure comes out. Kislev saying, okay, fine. Have your touchdown. We'll meet again in the overtime period, you and I. And there we go. Going to be playing it conservative, playing it strong here. But the Kislev team did have a 2 red die blitz on the ball carrier, if anything. But gonna forgo that. Just wanted to get the blitz off here by the piling on mighty blow, and perhaps gets a injury out. Both down die. Oh boy. He's going to force the dodge away, but that's okay. All too easy, says the high elf team. I make dodges like no tomorrow. And Elyod will get the score by the end, 1-1. Yeah, I wanted to get that blitzer in there after the blitz. Does have diving tackle as we've seen before. And forcing out that dodge away so that it wouldn't be so easy on the 4+ dodge away. And that would have been a whole lot more of a difficult try, but unfortunately, just the both down dice and not able to get a touch on that ball carrier by the end. So now with that, the coin toss on the overtime period. Yes, look at this. Elyod. Oh, he's going to be spared all the banter that I had given him, and he's going to have the reception by the end of overtime. Of course, just in case you guys out there don't know, overtime period, it is sudden death. The first person to make the score will win the match. So, of course, the person who opts to receive the ball in the overtime period will have a great advantage in winning the ball game. I don't know exactly what the overtime percentage is, but it is a bit higher on the win percentage if you do receive it. So, suffice to say, you really want the ball. I want the ball, and we're gonna win. So the high elf team, yes, they are having the possibility of the big W. High elf though did lose out on their big one-turner. The sprint, the +1 in movement allowance with the blotch step. Oh boy, that is a huge miss. The death injury. Definitely got to mourn the loss of Mineranian Kavanelin. I can't even think. I don't even know if that. Did I even say that right, Elyod? Did I even say that right? Oh man. High elves used the apple on the tackle. On the tackle lineman with block, I think. Or is it the blitzer? The blitzer with tackle. That's who he used it on earlier. Their auto names? Come on, Elyod. You know you named them. You just wanted to give me some tongue twisters, didn't you? You know you did. You're saying, well, if VG's talking all this smack about me, then I'm just gonna make it to where he's gonna have a hard time pronouncing any of these names. Look, Vladimir Kachenko. I see. Got that one. Got that one in the rock. All up in that name here. Vladimir hashtag likes rodeo. Hashtag in disguise. Wotan in disguise. Not the high elf team. Just needs to get the score here. No need to dilly about. You just get the ball down the pitch and make the touchdown by the end. Good efforts. Good efforts. Let's see. I don't even. Verithal. Is it Verithal? There we go. KO on this left side here on the 1-9. There on the 2-die block. Both down die. It's going to KO the high elf team, but it's just going to be a stun on the Kislev, and so that's going to be a good trade. And with that, the Kislevs are going to be now even on the pitch. 10-on-10 Blood Bowl. Can't get any more even than this. But the high elves do have the ball. And that's all the advantage you really need in the overtime period. I'll tell you that much, guys. Here's the blitz. Gonna try to get down the Blodge step. The Blodge step blitzer, the other one with Mighty Blow. He would have likely have tried to get the foul on, I guess, after the blitz. No, I think he was just trying to get him down with the piling on Mighty Blow. And the High Elves. Let's see how much he wants to move down this ball. Unlike in Blood Bowl Chaos Edition or the first edition of the Blood Bowl, where overtime period is just 4 rounds every single time you haven't scored the ball yet. You can just score it anytime you like. And so I've seen some Blood Bowl 2 matches still where people are a little bit confused on what happens in the overtime period, and then they hold it for the duration and then they score it at the end. So hopefully that doesn't happen here. That would be quite tragic. Those guys go away though. More Blood Bowl action for the Champions Cup 17 coming up next. I think we're going to be covering Fatian's match, and then I'm going to go eat dinner, but we'll see. This one going quite the length here, and so I think I can only do one more for tonight, but I'll be back tomorrow. We'll do some more matches. Same time, same place, same bad time, same bad place. You know how we do it. Nice big hit here. High Elves. He's going to be getting back the numbers advantage with the big KO coming out from the lineman with no SPP. Bringing you guys all the way back to the 80s edition. Is it the 80s edition of Batman? I think it is. Well, nonetheless here, nice big hit there to blitz the stun. That will make it to where the High Elves will think a little bit twice about moving down the pitch now. Kislev's, again, they can pounce on the ball, and that big ball carrier that he had before, he's out, but the thrower, he still has +1 in strength. Just about, what, 4 guys on the High Elf team with the +1 in strength, so luckily this Kislev, he still has his antidote. He's got the +1 in strength blitzer with the tackle, so I mean, this is going to be one of those things where the positioning is so crucial. Elyod needs to step about with quite cautious, nimble toes. If not, it could be disastrous. And so this is kind of the reason why you don't see this big rush going down the sidelines like a few teams might just think about doing when they're playing with the High Elf team, or even just any Elven team when you think about it. Get the easy 2-3 turns touchdown score in overtime period and just be done with this game. But Elyod, he's going to have to be in for the long haul. You can't just rush it. I don't know what you're talking about, Johanian. The Smug Muscle Elves. And so far, so good here, as the High Elves are out-muscling the Kislevs just a little bit. Just enough, though, to where they're just a little bit on the back feet every single time, it seems. But the Kislevs able to kind of keep in step. But just a push here, that would have been good to get the blitz off and then maybe get the piling on out afterwards. And of course, with the jump up ability, not too afraid of doing the piling on afterwards, and then still in position to get to that ball if anything. It's one of those things where his Kislev team has plenty of options, and with the High Elves inching ever so much more closely to the midfield, it's going to likely get the pounce on. And so far, twice he have leapt in there. Once the High Elf team has gotten to the midfield, twice that he's gotten that ball out with the defender down die, with the 1-die blitz. And so hopefully that will continue. But the big hit on the left side. High Elves. Oh yes, he's going to take that one. He will definitely take that one. And that is the catcher that could have turned things around here for the Kislev team. Boy, hung him out to dry a little bit on the left side, but what can you do? Needed somebody out there to maybe prevent this little push right there, but Just an easy little blitz through. Perhaps the Kislev team maybe overstepped. Probably shouldn't have put that catcher there whatsoever. Maybe just kind of kept him tucked away here so that he can pounce on the ball. Maybe turn around the other way. But Kislev's, this is their moment. Will they be able to strike here? Oh, yes. Absolutely. Floodgates is completely open. But Kislev's, they are never out of it. Elyod, though, great positioning here. As you can see, guard on the corners. Gonna at least force the one-die blitz coming out. I do believe... No, actually, it would be a two red die blitz if the Kislev team wants to do anything crazy. So likely the blitz coming over the top on this man here. No, it's going to be coming out for the wrestle piece. So two red die blitz coming out for the wrestle. Yes, it is. Gonna just get pushes. Oh, and not going to re-roll there. I like that, though. No need to rush anything. Just put some pressure onto the ball carrier. Sure, he's not in a great spot, but just enough to where the High Elves. Only one more re-roll left. If anything, maybe try to force the re-roll coming out from the High Elf team and push him away. Kislev's putting maximum pressure. That's not the only leap lineman with Russell either. He's got another one, so not a big deal if he's sitting right there. Such a precarious spot. But why not? It's going to be just absolutely just a bone in the throat. It's going to have to get in there. Get it out there. I got to hawk it out. There we go. There's the bone. Get it out the way. Push him away there. And now the High Elf team with the blitz coming out should be able to get him out of the way and maybe move down the pitch. He's just out of range though. Big KO. That's yet another Kislev going down. Oh boy, and that is such a huge numbers advantage for the High Elf team. Will he be able to convert by the end? Kislev's, they are never really out of position, are they? Will they be able to turn this one around by the end? This is their last gasp coming up. Huge clutch dodges there coming out for the High Elf team. The 3+2+. Why not? Give it to him as well. But there is a spot. There is a moment in which the Kislevs may be able to jump in there and be able to get the help on. Kislevs might actually be able to get the guard blitzer in there. And then after that, get the blitz over the top. I don't know. This might be a thing here. The leap coming out. No, I think he thought about it for a second there. But no. Yes, no. He's still going to do it. Why not? Get in front. That's the better spot. But he's going to need to get another leap off. No more re-rolls left on these 3+ leaps, mind you. So here we go. Here's the leap in. Oh, no. He's not going to leap in there. Didn't want to do 3+ leap. I thought he was going to leap in. But no, instead he's going to get the... Oh, gonna get the blitzer in there. Gonna get the KO on top of it. And Plazeboo gonna leave things all in the hands of Nuffle. High Elf team could get Nuffled by the end here if he's not too careful. Gonna get the 2-die block here. And then after that, a 2-die blitz maybe? The blitz away and then perhaps dodge away. Oh, you don't want to dodge away from the diving tackle. Don't forget. Blitzer. Here we go. 2-die blitz. Defender stumbles. That's good enough. And he will be able to get the defender stumbles. Actually step on through. And will be able to free on. Yes. Gonna get the touchdown by the end. Plazeboo opting to go conservative, but unfortunately will be outfoxed by the High Elf team, and Elyod will push this High Elves through into the second round. Oh yeah, much too easy blitz. Didn't even need the handoff. Just gonna get the blitz nice, clean and easy. 12 armor breaks. And look at these stats. They're 2 injuries apiece. 1 big kill though on the big ball carrier. Actually it was the big offensive threat. The big ball carrier is still in for this High Elf team, but the big offensive threat out for Elyod forever. But boy, what a great game indeed that we had coming out. Training tunes there. Actually, I didn't feel too much nuffling coming out from that game, so it was a pretty good match from both of these guys. Not too much here. And unfortunately, just a few KOs coming out here and there extra for the High Elf team, and was able to get passed quite easily by the end in overtime period and was able to get the big score. As you can see here from the brackets, Elyod will move on 2-1 after a scoreless first half, and will move on to face off between the halfling team and the lizardman team. Likely going to see Will King 15. Nothing against Robin, but halflings, that's going to be a tough draw right there, I'll tell you that much. Next up though, don't you guys go away, we have Fatin taking on Manial, the dwarven team. I picked Fatin because, you know, admin love. We gotta stick together on this one, guys. But yes, indeed, I did choose Fatin to win. Let's see if he's gonna be able to prove everyone wrong. But I'm gonna just step away for 30 seconds. Don't you guys go away while I go grab a drink real quick. But of course, if you haven't already, definitely hit that subscribe button. It helps me out in the long run and keeps me going. It's my fuel, guys. It's my fuel. And if you're watching after the fact on my YouTube channel, yes, hit that subscribe, like my videos, and you'll see some more Blood Bowl action to come. This is the VG Pierce. More strategy role-playing games to come as well. And I'll see you in 30 seconds. Don't you guys go away.